To say these celebrities destroyed their careers at award shows might be a little dramatic, but these embarrassing moments are hard to forget, and some of them impacted their careers in a negative way. Some are enough to get cancelled, while other ones were just innocent flubs that could have happened to any of us. I'm your host for this one, Joss Bedard. Thanks for checking out Top 10 Beyond the Screen. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like because it really helps us out, and also subscribe so you don't miss our next one. Kicking off our list, number 10 is Steve Harvey. He has many years of hosting on his resume, so he was the perfect candidate to host the 2015 Miss Universe pageant. But even with years of experience, that was not enough to prevent this from happening. He went to announce the winner of the national contest, but accidentally said the wrong person. He was just reading from a card and didn't notice it until after the whole crowd and Miss Universe was already celebrating her win. Like, she literally had the crown on her head already. He then had to announce to everyone that she was not the winner, and it was just incredibly awkward and embarrassing. It was hard to even witness and watch the clip. He came under a lot of fire for the mistake, and people were even booing him while he was on stage. They even had to awkwardly remove the crown from Miss Colombia and then put it on Miss Philippines' head, and it was just one of like the most cringe-worthy moments I've ever seen happen at an award show. Steve, of course, took full responsibility and said that he read the card wrong, but people were not happy about it. Sliding into number 9 is John Travolta. He can't blame this mistake on reading a card wrong. This mistake is something he had to take full responsibility for. We're not sure how it happened, but John was in charge of introducing an artist at the 2014 Oscar Awards. Idina Menzel was performing her iconic song, Let It Go, from the Disney movie Frozen, which actually went on to win the Oscar for Best Original Song. So her performance was a big deal, and one that she as a performer would probably always remember. Except she won't, because John did not say her name when he announced her performance. He did say a name, but it wasn't hers. I'm not sure what explanation he had, but he mispronounced her name and said something completely different. He announced her as Adele Dazeem. Her name is Idina Menzel. He did apologize to her after the awards, and they went on to make a joke out of it at a future Oscar award show. In our number 8 spot is Neil Patrick Harris. The Oscars are one of the biggest award shows in the industry, and it's safe to say that all celebrities dress up for the evening, wearing long gowns and tailored suits. But Neil had a different attire in mind for the evening and went on stage in nothing but his underwear. He did a sketch that was a spoof from the Best Picture winner, Birdman, and it ended with him in little white briefs facing the audience in his underwear. People were shocked, as some would say the Oscars might not have been the time and place for something like that, but some people still had a good laugh. People were probably just worried how he would behave at future talk shows if he was asked to host or announce another winner. It probably wasn't the most appropriate choice for the event, but he did it with confidence. Cruising into number 7 is Lady Gaga. Her meat dress has gone down in history for a few different reasons, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me fill you in or refresh your memory. Lady Gaga showed up to the 2010 MTV Music Awards in a dress that was made out of raw meat. Not only the dress, but she had a matching headpiece and boots that were also red, bloody looking raw meat. A lot of people were offended by it, especially vegetarians and vegans, as you can imagine. Animal rights activists were also disgusted and angry about her decision, and she had a lot of explaining to do in the media after that. She went on the Ellen DeGeneres show after the awards and said it was no disrespect to anyone who is vegan or vegetarian, and said it was tied to her protest against the military's Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. She also explained that it went with her recent cover for Vogue Japan, where she wore a meat bikini to symbolize that she is not a piece of meat, although she's wearing a piece of meat. While people could appreciate the message that she was trying to put out there may have been a better way of going about it. Moving on to number 6, we have Katy Perry. She definitely stole the show at the 2008 Latin American Awards, and all for the wrong reasons. She is known for being an epic performer who usually has a lot of fun costumes and props incorporated into her performances. So when she showed up to the awards and brought a giant cake on stage during her performance, people weren't that surprised. But they were surprised with what happened as the song went on. She started by standing above the giant pink cake, which was real by the way, and during the song she jumps on it, doing a belly flop directly into the cake. After she climbed out of the cake, she could not walk or stand because she was covered in icing and kept slipping. Her guitar player was trying to help her stand up, but every time she got up, she fell again. She ended up having to crawl off the stage. Halfway through our list, at number 5 is Kristen Stewart. One of the most embarrassing things that can happen to an artist is dropping the award when winning it. A speech can be enough pressure when you win an award, having to walk up on stage and gracefully put into words what it means to you while an entire crowd watches you and the world watches you behind their screens. Kristen won Best Female Performance at the 2009 MTV Movie Awards and won herself a golden popcorn statue. While she was accepting her award, she ended up dropping her golden popcorn statue and it broke. Viewers gasped and it was just very awkward and an embarrassing moment to watch, but she did handle it with grace. The woman in charge of handling the trophies, Susanna Della Rosa, said they actually ship the awards back to New York before the artist actually gets them to engrave them. So Kristen did receive a new one that was not broken. Up next, number 4 is Jennifer Lawrence. Bless her heart, she had one of the most embarrassing moments captured on camera for the world to see, but she did handle it like a champ. It was at the Oscar Awards when she was called up on stage to receive the Best Actress Award for her role in The Silver Lining Playbook. That's a moment that every artist probably dreams about and plans out in their head how they would do it. She could have rehearsed winning the award as many times as she wanted, but it still wasn't enough to prevent her fall from happening. That is right, as she was walking up the stairs on the stage to get her award, she tripped and fell down. She ended up just staying on the stairs for a minute on the ground, just laughing to herself and covering her face from the camera. After the award, she explained what happened and said that she remembers her stylist telling her to kick and walk, meaning kick the dress out while you walk, and she just got distracted and forgot. The dress tucked under her feet and she went down. It was pretty much game over from there. Taking over the number 3 spot is Madonna. Speaking of falling, another beautiful woman who happened to fall during the worst time possible in front of the whole world. This one was painful to watch for a few reasons. 1, because it is so embarrassing and you just feel so bad for her, and 2, because she fell down a set of stairs backwards, which we can imagine would be very painful. It was during her performance at the 2015 Brit Awards when she was wearing a cape that was apparently tied too tight around her neck. What was supposed to happen was she was going to untie the cape at the top of the stairs and the dancers were to pull the cape off of her from the bottom of the stairs. Well, they did that, but the cape did not come undone. Madonna later explained what happened and said she was told to tie the cape tighter so that it wouldn't fall off throughout the performance. So when she went to untie it, it did not come undone, but the dancers were pulling it, so they basically strangled her and yanked her backwards, and that is how she fell. She ended up hitting the back of her head on the floor and had whiplash from it. She was okay, but she did vow to never perform using a cape ever again. Sliding into number 2 is Miley Cyrus. Her 2013 VMAs performance with Robin Thicke was one of the most talked about performances of all time. It caused a ton of controversy, way more than anyone ever expected. Miley went on stage in a skin-colored two-piece and twerked on Robin Thicke while holding a giant foam finger. That's just a little piece of the whole performance, so go watch it. People threw Miley in the fire for her outfit, her actions, which were pretty provocative, and dancing on Robin, who was a married man. When I say she received heat for it, I mean she took the heat for it. She explained they were both in rehearsals prior to that and said that he had no problem with the twerking and choreography, so it didn't make sense that she was just getting heat for the fact that he is married. The performance was one to remember, to say the least, and if you have not seen it, go watch. It's pretty epic. Earning the number 1 place on our list is Kanye West. It was back in 2009 at the MTV Awards when Kanye did the unthinkable and started a feud that lasted for a decade. Taylor Swift won an award which she was really excited about, but then Kanye had to take that excitement away from her. While she was giving her acceptance speech, Kanye climbed on the stage, took the mic from her, and announced to everyone that he thinks Beyonce should have won the award. He let everyone know that Beyonce's music video for Put a Ring on It was one of the best videos videos of all time. The audience was in complete shock, including Beyonce, who just looked completely mortified and embarrassed. Taylor looked shocked and honestly didn't even know what to say. Beyonce later apologized to Taylor on Kanye's behalf because she had nothing to do with it and was happy for Taylor receiving her award. Kanye, however, did not apologize. Alright guys, that is our list for today. I'm gonna end this video with some comment shoutouts. Angela Kerr says, Joss's channel Sassy is where it's at, y'all. Yay! If you have not seen my new channel Sassy, go check it out. It's fun. MLG Gamer says, I've heard people say Joss looks sorta like Cameron Diaz, and yeah, I kinda see it a little. Yes, I get that a lot on this, only this channel says that. I don't see it, but I'm honored. Jocelyn Cortez says, my name is Jocelyn. I love watching you, Jocelyn, when I can't sleep or when I'm on a break at work. Love to hear that, and I love that you spell it with an S. That's cool. Never seen it like that. Alright guys, that's all I got. I am getting out of here. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video and subscribe. I was your host, Joss. I'll see you next time. I heard there was a spider in here yesterday. Spiders are fine with me. It's the big boy centipedes that I have an issue with. That sucks. Watching it is brutal. I think I would just leave. I would walk off. I wouldn't even correct. I'd be like, I'm just head out. Adele Dazeem. Sure. Fun fact, her mom actually called her and said that Kristen wanted the broken one, but that they had misplaced it by that point because they didn't keep it. Alright guys, that's our list today. Oh sure, that's not a sentence.